What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again, and we have a huge matchup tonight. Yes, the first meeting between Lonzo and Lamelo Ball. Yes, the Ball brothers. This will be the first time since last year the two brothers have squared off against each other. This will be a little different than last year as Lonzo is now on a new team. LaMelo, he's a year in, so he's a lot better. Lonzo's a lot better. I feel like this would be a star-studded matchup for the Bulls and Hornets tonight, and I feel like this will make for a very exciting game. So they're both coming off of losses. The Bulls lost to the Miami Heat. The Hornets, they lost to the Houston Rockets, which was an ugly loss, but should definitely make for a really good game. So yeah, the basketball world, they've really been in touch with the Ball brothers since the Ball brothers at Chino Hills, since the Ball in the Family days, back when they was changing teams, changing countries, changing hairstyles. And the person that led off the ship for all of that is LeVar Ball, which is their pop. So he definitely brought them into the spotlight. Now they have a huge following no matter where they go on any part of the earth. So I think that's pretty cool. And I feel like they're both gonna have little chips on their shoulders for this game. So last year they had their first matchup, and it was pretty interesting. The Hornets won once, I think, and the Pelicans won once. So I feel like that's pretty cool. Pretty cool watch. Pretty sure LeVar will be at the game, as he's been speaking recently, saying his dream is for now all of the brothers to be on the Clippers instead of the Lakers. So that's pretty interesting to see. The third brother, LiAngelo, he's playing for Charlotte's G League team, doing pretty well for them. So it should be pretty cool. I feel like it's going to be other matchups in the game, which would be interesting, for Charlotte. They have some key players in Terry Rozier, who's been balling out. Miles Bridges, he's been having a really good year. Gordon Hayward, they all been playing really good over there. And for the Bulls, they have studs and Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. You still have Vucevic down there in the paint, Caruso coming off the bench. So I feel like this will be a very exciting game. LaMelo, he's going to be trying to prove a point to his brother, and I feel like Lonzo would be trying to prove a point as he hears all the people saying how LaMelo is better. So, it's definitely going to be a who's a better player type thing going on in this game, and it should be very interesting. Now, let's look how they are compared to each other. I feel like even though they possess a lot of similar skill sets, they're also different type of players. Especially you could tell from the way they played together in high school. See, Lonzo, he is the, playmaking point guard, more of a pure point guard than LaMelo. He's the type that's going to get everybody involved, push the ball up the court, do the little small things to get the plays running, get the chemistry going. He's a huge connector on defense. He's very strong defensively. He takes on tough defensive challenges. He sparks the overall team's defense. So he's like a spark plug, kind of like the guy that gets the engine going for the Bulls for offense and defense. As far as LaMelo, he could do a lot of the same things, but he's more of a scorer, more of the type, he's going to get his own shot. He's going to step back for that three. He's going to drive to the paint while also serving nice dishes and passes. So, I feel like LaMelo is more talented offensively, while, he can get his points way easier and in a variety of different ways, as Lonzo is way more talented defensively, as he can really get a lot of steals, deflections. He's very smart defensively and shows a lot of IQ. So, yeah, that's where they differ. They're both very good passers, very smart, and it's going to be great to see. It's going to be great to see. Recently, Paul George, he was speaking about Lonzo. He was just saying how Lonzo just does things to make the game way easier for the rest of his teammates. And he was saying, you would want to help off him, but he's shooting 44% from the three, which is true. And he has 61% shooting on corner three. So Lonzo has definitely improved his three-point shooting game. He's he's very cerebral. He knows how to affect the games whether he has the ball or he don't. So that's why Lonzo is always a threat whenever he steps foot on the court, as you can see, and he's very active. As far as Lamelo, he's been balling out this year. I think the stat that really stands out to me is how many rebounds he's averaging, which he's averaging 7.9, which is pretty good for a 20-year-old. He's not scared at all. He's super talented as far as his handles. He definitely has more of a flair or showmanship to his game compared to Lonzo, as Lamelo constantly likes to use more moves, just get the crowd more active and going. But, he definitely knows how to win. I know Charlotte, they was talking about how his first year, when he was running with like the bench players and the second string, they would always beat the first string and the starters. So it's going to be a pretty good game. They have two good coaches on both sides, and James Borrego, and for the Bulls, we have our good coach and Billy Donovan. So I feel like it's going to be a pretty good game. They're both going to be trying to win. They're both competing for spots in the Eastern Conference. So look for a pretty good game with some pretty exciting matchups. So definitely I feel like the Bulls, their advantage will be on the inside. As Vooch is pretty big, the Hornets don't really have strong paint defenders. And the advantage as far as Charlotte will be their athletic forwards and like Lamelo Bridges attacking the rim. So, yeah, definitely look forward to it. Comment your predictions. Who do you think is going to ball out this game? Who do you think is going to win? And, we're in tune for a good game, Bulls Nation. See you guys later.